I felt really bad for my potted plant, so I took it out of its pot and had it buried.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Buried Podcast. This is a weekly podcast where we go into the internet jungle and bring back gems of hidden lore for the public seeing eye. I am Declan Grogan, and with me always is Dylan Ward.
I almost didn't have gas in my car today.
Jimmy Brown.
I walked here.
And Liam Mann.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I'm glad we're all getting to know
what
each
kind
other.
of cardigan? What material?
It's maroon. It's knitted. I got it from JCPenney. And it's very comfy, and I look I'm dressed very smart today.
You know, these are really well-made jackets, and if you don't call the number on your screen right now, they're going fast, folks. You really got to get this going.
It is absolutely first come, first serve.
My buried topic today is JCPenney. Go now.
First come, first serve. We have one jacket.
And you really can't put a price on comfort. You really can't put a price on it.
No, you
But
can't.
we sort of guessed, so like $20.
We had 50 scientists working on it. We can't put a price on comfort. We don't know what it is.
How much? I don't know.
I don't know.
We had 50 economists work round the clock finding the monetary value for comfort.
Damn it, Johnson! That price is too low. It's just like there's like a scientist swipes all the papers off his cluttered desk. Like it's useless, and then on the ground they all outline perfectly $20. He's like, no.
It's like his notes are like
answer.
upside down, and he like looks at it upside down, and it's just like an upside down $20 bill, and he like fucking turns it right side up. He's like,
The answer's been here all along.
He's just been looking at an upside down $20 bill, and he couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, you just need to look at a different perspective. You had to flip it upside down to
He's
know.
like, $20.
Now on to our
price of
next
comfort.
problem. What is the price of a small Snickers bar?
Break.
I almost said if it's left Twix or right Twix, but that's not Snickers.
That's not Snickers. That's
not Snickers.
That's Schmandy bar.
That's Butterfingers.
But they're all Nestle, which is an evil corporation.
Hi, we're Berry Podcast. We're sponsored by everyone except for Nestle.
Hi, we're
Nestle,
This is changing into a political activist podcast.
against only Nestle.
Only
Those
anti-Nestle.
Crunch bars. It's not rice in Crunch does not have rice in it.
Yeah.
Down
I'm gonna
with the
start
bones
a
of
start a
babies.
political activist group called the Declan Tribe, and we just follow whatever he says.
Guys, there should be more tribes. I feel like there aren't enough tribes in the world right now.
We do need more tribes.
You know, I woke up this morning and I thought to myself, damn, there's just not enough tribes.
Like, imagine like living in a tribe. That'd be rad.
Like
Are
in
you
sport.
like
Like
old-time
exactly in
tribes
sport.
or social tribes? Like we still live in the city, but we all have our own tribes.
Right.
Yeah, like right. It's like an urban tribal life.
Yeah.
Like you just commute, but
we're
like
just gonna have more.
What would be our totem head? What would we like worship and stuff?
the our Amazon Alexa.
When we tell it to bring stuff, it brings it.
The Amazon Alexa is the modern Oracle.
True.
Yeah. It's like God, but more efficient.
Oh no.
More welcome to the second most
Welcome.
controversial.
I asked God for an order of toothpicks, and he didn't send it to me.
I said, "Hey God, play Mambo number 5," and nothing happened.
Look, they say God works in mysterious ways. I prayed for 10,000 toothpicks when my greatest enemy got 10,000 toothpicks, and then I burned down his house. So, I guess it just worked out that way.
Sometimes it really do be like that.
That exact scenario.
Exactly that.
I think that
Alright.
we should create a new type of dance.
Right now?
Okay.
now.
Maybe we should start going into the topics.
all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting a little too tangential.
Wait, I don't know. I really want to know about this dance Liam's got.
All right, you put your
Actually,
put
since
your,
we're a podcast, Liam, can you demonstrate this dance for us right
yeah,
now
sure.
in your room?
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
No.
And then the grand
What?
finale. The grand
that's
finale.
unfair.
The grand finale.
Oh, Dylan.
Oh wow.
Wait,
that's
Liam,
cool.
do that slower. I didn't catch it. Oh, that's so.
Okay.
How
Okay.
does he do
Liam,
that?
wait, guys, Liam, not everyone's born with a 360 rotating torso, okay?
Yeah.
We can't all do that.
Okay, hey, wait. What if I went?
Okay, that's fair. No,
Now
no,
you went,
guys, you're
now
great.
you went
That's fair.
720.
All right, let's start the
720.
fucking show. God damn it.
Let's get at it.
We kind of ran away with this one.
That was
right.
good bits. All right, let's get at it. Who's going
All right.
first?
Declan, you go first.
No.
Declan cannot go first.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. How could I be such a fool?
I can go first. I have a kind of smaller topic.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I stumbled upon this subreddit when I was sitting on the toilet. I was thinking to myself, you know, when I was a young lad, I remember we used to have a thing of children's books in the bathroom so that when we did our business, we could look and read a book. I was like, man, I really miss going to the bathroom and reading a Where's Waldo book.
Okay.
And that's when I found a subreddit called r/WimmelBuilder, WIMMELBILDER, that is an entire subreddit dedicated to art that is so detailed that it looks like a Where's Waldo like painting or drawing.
Oh.
And they're really neat. I really like it. The ones that they put on here are very cool. You can look at them and then come back to it at a completely different time and find something entirely new. Every time you look at these drawings, they're just so detailed, and they have like small little character things going on in between all of the characters. I mean, these drawings, they're just so impressive. Where you can zoom in on any one part, and it's like its own separate drawing. 'Cause
Right.
It's just, they're so intricate. It's
Now,
very cool.
Are they set up? Are they posted like Where's Waldo challenges where the poster is like, find a man wearing a yellow hat?
So unfortunately not, but I think that it would be fun if we flooded the comments with, I found a yellow donut, or something like that. Each of the pictures, and then see if the person can find it.
The artist's like, I did not draw a yellow donut.
Oh! He writes you a letter like, oh, I did not do that.
Degrading the quality.
Dare you?
That's because,
No,
yeah,
this
right.
is a really cool.
can't.
This is a really cool subreddit.
Yes,
So-
so it's very good if you have a couple minutes to kill. You know, you're sitting on the subway going to work at the factory, and you want to look at a drawing. These are very detailed drawings.
Wait,
and they're very
wait,
cool.
you're
And-
telling me I could do this while I'm at the assembly line at the factory?
Yes, exclusively. Where else would you?
Wimmel building.
While I'm
Wait.
with,
On
with-
the assembly line of
Yeah.
my factory?
I work on the assembly line.
100%.
Where you know
I can do this.
where I work,
This
where it
isn't a
goes
joke.
with the music, where it goes bum 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 bum, and there's a steam whistle that goes.
If I went to work on a factory floor and the first day they played that song, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of fun, and then 30 seconds later, I would just be like, oh, I quit.
Imagine every
hate
single
this.
day of your job, they go bum 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 bum. But
it's also impressive because every motion of the line is actually synced up to the song. Like,
Yeah,
it
Oh,
right.
is-
absolutely.
yeah, you're not allowed to work at your own pace. You have to work in time to the song. Like you have to.
I'm sorry, you were
Say
working
a
too
man
efficiently.
is
We
made
have
out
to
of
fire
mud.
you.
Instead of giving you formal training, they give you like a choreography lesson before you start.
What? It's
Wow.
it's like the wax on scene. It's like, I just want to work in the factory floor, boss man, but you just keep teaching me how to dance. What is this gonna do for it? And then he puts you on the factory floor, and you're like, oh, I get it.
And he's like,
It all
you're like,
works out.
no, why are you playing the music? I want to learn. And he's like, choreography move number 5, and you do it, and like you perfectly like wrench a nut. You're like, oh,
You shove a bolt through 5 inches of steel.
factory worker. No, I'm the factory guy. I'm gonna make a movie like that where it's the Karate Kid, except instead of learning karate, he's learning how to be a fucking a fucking
Blue-collared worker.
learning to do a menial task for the rest of his fucking life. Bum 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 ba da.
That's actually, that is the song they use for that.
The song you're referencing is what is that from?
I don't know.
It's from everything.
It's like literally like the classic like work state or like turning
Okay.
on a machine song. Like when
No,
the
because-
scientist goes and he turns on a machine, he goes bum 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 ba da.
What I thought.
Bum,
Okay.
bum.
All right. I thought that you were doing that one noise where it's the three tones that played back and forth. Sounds like it's slowly getting louder and louder. And I thought you were implying that on the factory floor, the only song they'd be playing are these three chords that slowly make it sound like it's getting louder and louder. Are you familiar with this illusion?
I am not.
I know the one. I saw it on Black Magic Fuckery. So it's a
Yeah.
sound. It's like it's like a 5-second video, and it goes like It's like these weird sounds like.
I can play it. It's copyright free. I can play it. The thing is, it's
Okay.
only three chords, but it sounds like it's getting louder and louder.
Every time you listen to the video, it sounds like it's continuing, but it's looping. The video is like you're listening to the same video, but it sounds like it's getting higher and higher.
So all right, so it doesn't
That
actually
was,
get higher.
No,
Yeah, that was
it's the
the-
same note.
That was the technique that they used in Dunkirk for the soundtrack, if I remember correctly, where like they would make it seem like more and more tense and tense and tense, but it never had like a climax, a satisfaction.
yeah,
I demand
Okay,
satisfaction.
I do
Just
too.
push me, then
Then I
just
can touch me, so I can get my son a tractor.
But yeah, if that was what was playing on the factory floor for like forever, I would quit immediately because
What if-
there's no way I could sit there all day as this noise just slowly gets louder and louder in my mind. It would drive
Man,
me insane.
Man, I'm
I
a big.
would be okay with it if I was the manager and I could just like go on my balcony and sip coffee and look at the madness I've created.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
Like
I
that-
guess.
What do you think would be the best song? Like, if you were a factory worker and you had to listen to one song on loop for like the rest of your job, what song do you think you would make it be?
Ocean Man.
Ocean Man.
Okay.
16 tons, like
I would also have 16 tons because it would
I'm
just
a
be like
Barbie girl.
it would
I
make
wanna
me
play
feel.
I'm a Barbie girl like back to back for like hours. Just I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
But just the I'm a Barbie girl
Yeah,
part.
I'm
no,
a
no.
Barbie girl.
I'm a Barbie
I'm a
girl.
Barbie girl.
Also, I just
I'm
found
a
the notes
Barbie
if we want
girl.
to play it.
Go ahead.
And yeah,
Okay, let's hear it.
yeah, it was what they did in Dunkirk to make it louder. Oh, this is just a video by Vox.
Hi, it's me, Dunkirk.
Is this a Vox? Hey
Never
guys, this
mind.
is the part of the podcast where we cut out and watch a 20-minute Vox.
My
Alright.
topic is this video. Listen.
um,
Nah, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Whatever. It's,
Alright.
Yeah,
it's
I
called,
think
it's called
they
Zimmer.
can just look.
Yeah, it's called Zimmer Shepherd's tone. That's what it
Yeah.
is. It sounds like it's getting louder and louder and more intense, but it's not actually. It's just a loop. It's an optical illusion for the ears.
Man, I
don't know
loved
how
it.
to
Yeah.
describe
Dylan,
that.
miracle
you had-
illusion.
I like how I think we talked the least about Dylan's actual topic.
I was about
yeah.
to say we gotta go back to it. I had
We gotta go back.
I was loading up some references. Like apparently, the one of the first people who did this was what was his name? Hieronymus Bosch, right? With the painting Garden of Earthly Delights, and I actually have a poster of that
picture's
painting.
crazy.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a poster of that painting. Like I'm looking at it right now in my dorm.
Well, very nice.
That I would kind of say that painting from Ferris Bueller. What's that called again?
Oh,
Sunday Afternoon.
like
of
the
the land
one that's like
Oh yeah,
that's like
wait, you mean
pointillism.
the one where it's like the Seurat the dots thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the dots. That's kind of a Wimmel builder. A
Or
little,
as
but
the
far
French
more
would say,
Hieronymus Bosch.
as the French would say, pointillisme.
Is that all right? All right. So
Incredible.
now I need you to tell me, is that a real word or anything?
What? Pointillisme.
It means J.C. Penney in
No, it's the French. It's
So
the
there's a little bit of distortion over our group call, and it sounds like you're exactly what the Google person says when you hit the speaker button. On Google
It does.
Translate.
It does.
no. So
sounded
it's
exactly like
it's
that.
just like the French word for like pointillism. It's just like by
Oh.
mixing it. They call it pointillisme.
No, Declan, that was way more accurate. Of just like you hit like the press to speech voice.
That was totally pressed like voice.
Pointillisme.
speech voice, man.
Oh my God!
That's really scary.
That was
Yeah.
it.
I'm
Liam, Liam, are you a robot?
I'm actually Google translating this episode. I don't speak English, so I'm running this all through Google Translate. This is all Google's voice.
I've known you for
Pointillisme.
5 years, and you've always just been translating with like a box in your throat.
Yes, I only speak Greek.
It took a long time to think about that.
Well, I had to remember the English word for Greek.
Oh, I see.
Because in,
Oh,
Liam, you've
in
just given me
Grecian,
next week's topic.
in Grecian we call it
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
Dylan. But anything more about this topic?
Final thoughts. I think it's missed potential for the artists that make their art specifically to put on that subreddit without hiding Waldo in there. I feel like
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it, you have to hide Waldo in there,
I
even though that's
should. You
absolutely
really
not a
should.
rule. You totally should, and I think that's
We
missed
should
potential.
either make a new subreddit or start putting like famous artwork just with Waldo in it.
We just hide
Yeah.
Waldo.
But it's like painfully obvious where he is.
It's like the Mona Lisa, but instead of Mona Lisa, it's Waldo.
It's just a
Where
giant
is he?
Waldo.
Just a
background.
giant, big old Waldo in the back.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? These Wimmel builders. This reminds me of when I would get like Star Wars ship diagrams, and they do like cross sections of the ship,
All right.
and it'd be like the Death Star, and you could like be like,
And they
I
have
remember
There's R2D2. Yeah.
Oh, there's
Exactly.
it's a Chumbo. It's a Wumbus.
Oh, there's Waldo, my favorite Star Wars Jedi.
Did you guys know
what
that
happens?
Where's Waldo was only named Where's Waldo in America? In like the other places, it's named Where's Wally?
That's
And I'm
I've
kind of
heard about
curious, like,
that.
why is the
Yeah.
localization Waldo here? Like, is there any significance?
Okay, actually, it's because Waldo was created during World War II, and when they wrote it on the walls, like of trenches, like sort of thing, there was a disconnect between the European soldiers and the American ones. Like that's a real thing.
Oh,
Guys, remember when we recorded a podcast?
Just kidding! I just got you so freaking hard. Oh my god!
No!
I was about
You
to
thought
ask,
you
like,
guys
that-
thought there was a World War II?
Fools.
All right, next topic. Bring me another.
Bring me another.
Okay,
Bring
I'll
me
go.
another onto my
I'll
plate.
go.
Yes,
Okay.
let me
Okay,
see.
so my topic is a YouTube channel. It's the YouTube channel is just the guy's name. He's got about 200,000 subscribers. His name. All right, I hope I don't fuck up the name because it's an obvious name, but it's spelled very weird. So his
Okay.
name is George Rockall Schmidt, but George is
Okay.
spelled with only one E. So it's
like the whole thing.
Georg. And I keep thinking it's like when I look at it, I want to say Jorg, but that's clearly not his name.
Hjorg.
it's Gorg.
Hjorg.
But like I feel weird
Georg.
saying George too. Anyway, that's literally not that's not the reason I chose this topic.
And that's my topic.
George is fucked up name. No, but basically he does these like really surrealist YouTube like movie reviews. So like he
Okay.
he reviews like kind of old and like weird movies. And so his typical format is like a black room with a typewriter in front of him, and he's got like a lava lamp to the side. But every once in a while he does like a special. So like for maybe
Yeah.
like a week or so, or like 10 episodes, he'll talk about like a specific topic and he'll have a theme. So like one time he talked about like horror movies for like Halloween, and he was like dressed as like up like a detective, and he looked like he was in like a shabby diner, and he had like a newspaper, and he'd be like reading the newspaper, and he'd be like, this month we're talking about like, and he'd do his review like that. He would do his review in that theme. And
Okay.
like
really cool.
like last month he had this like his theme. It was literally just he was in a pitch black room, and the only light was a single light bulb, and you could like barely see his face. And so he's just like giving this movie review like from the shadows. And I don't know, I find him to be what?
What was the theme? What was the theme for that?
I
Like,
don't
Was there like what movies was he doing?
he does like I don't really know what the theme was, because he just
a
talks
rat.
like, I mean, he just talks about like he just doesn't go. I don't know what I'm just looking at the videos, and I can't really see a common through line of it. But and at the beginning of every episode, it starts with like a like it's like brought to you by Schmozo, but it's like what is it? It's like. Oh, it's called Hip
Just
Tang.
random-
It's like this episode is brought to you by Hip Tang, and it's this strange looking like tomato sauce in a cabinet, and all that's like he just goes brought to you by Hip Tang every single episode, and it's just like what is Hip Tang? And so like, and he always gives like he says brought to you by Hip Tang, and then like a tagline. So like this episode he goes brought to you by Hip Tang. Madonna eats it.
Do you think this man is just trying to make his own tomato paste or something, and this is his way of advertising it?
Oh, okay. No, Dylan, you're so right. This is like the movie reviews are his side gig. It's all
Right.
to promote his hip tang.
He's trying
This
to
is
pass
true.
off it as like a surrealist joke, but he's genuinely selling hip tang.
He's like, I sunk all my money into hip
Oh.
tang. I built.
None of you guys are
tomato
buying
paste.
it.
So
Please,
the
I'm
label
going-
of the
I put
label
all my money into tomato-based shampoo and also things you could put on spaghetti.
You don't
Please buy
understand.
hip tang.
It cost me all my money to get a sponsorship from Madonna. Please, I need you.
Please, dear God, buy my hip tang. No, but the label of the hip tang says established 1940 or 1941, whatever.
Oh, I want it to be the whatever. If there was no whatever, I wanted to like there was a whole backstory of why they can't pin down between these two
They don't know
specific years.
exactly
It was a
when hip
leap
tang
year
was
when they
created.
made it.
But yeah, he's just this kind of strange man who does. He's like I feel like he is to movie reviewers what Ephemeral Rift is to ASMR. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Cool.
Because
yeah.
Cool.
he kind of breaks the formula and he does something very, very interesting, which is like, because I don't know, I like to watch movie reviews just because I like movies, and I like to hear what people have to say about them. But I feel like
love it,
his
yeah.
format is very, very unique, and I think
Mm-hmm.
he's also genuinely very funny. Like he's very tongue in cheek, very self aware, but he's also very, very like surrealist. Like watching like an average YouTube video of him is like, what the fuck what's going on? What's happening?
Why can't I see his
Yo,
face?
I just noticed his YouTube banner and his profile picture.
Yeah.
They take. Do you guys have you ever seen Mussolini's like headquarters in fascist Italy? What it used to
No.
look like. That's
No.
what he's taking it from. It was like a large looming
Oh,
face
yeah,
looking
yeah.
down.
No, Jimmy, you're absolutely correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me look it up really quick.
His-
With
his-
like CCCC all over it. That's
Yeah.
what he took it from. Holy crap.
Do you want to hear his YouTube,
Okay.
the description for his channel?
I'm reading
Yeah.
it right now. That's creepy.
Old tubers never
Read it
die.
to me.
Old tubers never die. They simply fade to black. Is the
That's a
description
weird
for his channel.
Oh, he's fading to black right now.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Big.
And
I
this
just
is the
solved
point in the
puzzle.
podcast where we
Wait.
fade to black.
Oh no, we're fading to black. Oh no, we're
No.
fading to black.
Oh my gosh, how did you know
Oh no, I'm fading to black. I'm fading to black.
You guys help me! I'm fading to black.
How fucking scary would it be if in real life you're having a conversation, someone just fades to black right in front of you? Just
Yeah,
like,
you're sitting at the table and they're like, "Wow, so you had one crazy week, huh?" He goes, "Yeah, it really was quite a journey." And then all of a sudden, like everything just starts going black and like credits start appearing in front of you.
You're like, "What's going
that
on?"
would scare the shit out of me.
Dude, that's what I want to make a movie that ends like that. It's like a movie where it starts fading to black and the characters are cognizant of it. They're like, huh. And I guess that's why the pigeon's hair was really black. And they were like, it's like fade to black. It's like, what's going on? Oh my god. Everything's going dark. I can't. And they're like hugging each other. Like, no. Like, oh my god.
The end of Castaway, Tom Hanks is walking down the road like, I guess I won't give that look what's inside the package. And he's walking away and it starts fading to black. I goes, wait, what's that? What's that? What?
What?
Help! Help me! Where am I? Who's Tom Hanks?
The end of like any 1980s film where it's a still frame, they're all just trapped in that one moment of time forever.
Yeah, if
in
you like,
Rocky.
if you look at their eyes, their like eyes are like frantically moving around. They're like,
like
stopping
Crocodile
for-
Dundee's going ham.
Well, that's now that they're bringing back Twilight Zone, Jordan Peele can hit us up and get this make an episode out of it.
Yeah, dude, we should
Oh,
make an
that's
episode
true.
of the Twilight Zone where everything is normal except for the end. They notice that the fade to black. Like, it's just like a
But then
regular.
it turns into like a Looney Tunes thing, like Donald Duck like comes out or something. It's just the
That's all.
eyes, like in the cartoon.
Oh.
Wow, what's going on?
or like it's like the whole, you know, like how it's like it fades, like in Looney Tunes it fades to black except the whole, and he goes that's all, folks. It's like that where like it fades to black except for a hole, and they're all like desperately trying to climb out of it. They're like, help me! Oh,
they're fighting for the light.
they're like fighting.
We're
to
on
get
the
out.
wrong side of the screen.
And then like it closes, like one of their hands gets cut off,
Oh
and then
my
it just like
God.
rolls credits.
But when you watch it, a hand actually comes out of your TV screen. Like
Oh, yeah.
Full,
Oh
like
no.
real hand.
And then it goes da 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 da,
Alright,
but da 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 da.
Please, this hurts so much. Help me.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Mine. Oh, okay.
But yeah. So anyway, that's my
All right.
topic. George Rockall Schmidt.
That's cool. I've recorded it.
Thank
So
you.
Jimmy, hit us up here. Jimmy, give us a little.
I've noted.
Jimmy, give me the rundown.
Give me the
Okay.
rundown, Jimmy.
What's the
your-
411?
So as you guys know, sometimes instead of subjects, I like to do events that have happened.
Sure.
That
within,
I
like,
do know this. I do
the
know
internet
this.
community.
I know.
Yeah. So this is a certain event that occurred in the Sonic fandom community.
Okay.
Oh, I
It's
love
me,
this
Jimmy the
already.
Hedgehog.
Wait, is this like
right.
the war?
No, this is not the war.
Oh, okay.
This is not Mario versus Sonic at the
No, but like
Olympic
the one.
Games.
Okay, keep going. I think I know what you're talking about, but keep going.
No, I don't think
He
this
just
is
said Sonic. How could you know what he's going to talk about? All he said was he's going to talk
just
about
keep going.
Sonic.
Liam has
Liam
a
is
whole,
well
like,
He
versed.
was just like, well,
Liam has-
I know.
printed
Implied.
out Sonic articles and fan fiction all over his wall, and
Like,
yarn
with,
stringing
like,
from every single one of them.
who
12
is
cups
Sonic?
of empty coffee from today.
Who is Sonic Mod?
Liam's playing live action Sonic.
Keep going.
So I found this while I was looking up some Sonic fan games, and I started playing this 3D Sonic fan game called Sonic Utopia. I started checking other stuff out, and I found out that one of the biggest ones, called Sonic World, I believe, was canceled because its creator went into like a super crazy rampage around October, right?
What?
Oh.
So this guy's named Ozcrash, right?
Oh,
And,
Bandersnatch,
so-
here we go.
Yeah, he well, not an actual life rampage. Sorry.
Okay.
If that's
Oh,
what you're
okay.
thinking. No, he had a dedicated fan community following his game and all his developments and stuff until about like early October. He released like a few songs on his channel, right? And it got
Yeah.
like 0 views. Like nobody watched them because they were
Aw.
all following for the Sonic thing. And so he posted on like a big Twitter thing or YouTube or whatever. He just like said complete screw you to all the fans and just started like going off like, you can't spend 5 minutes of your life, although I've spent so many hours losing my mind just making Sonic World.
Oh boy.
Like, you're-
Oh my
like
god.
these yeah, point out I've ultimately wasted my time and all that stuff, and it keeps on going on and on and on, just alienating the fandom. Eventually he got banned from his own forum because he was just so
Whoa.
stupid.
Wait, how does he?
Wow.
If it's his forum, how does he get banned? Doesn't he
I don't
have,
know.
like-
I guess the mods had a revolution.
Could
Oh,
you
shit.
say
They all
could you
sta-
say he was
the
shadow
rebel?
banned?
The revolution swallows its children.
They,
Yeah, but-
all the senators come together and they're like, we're going to make you emperor. And then they stab him in the back multiple times before it happens.
Exactly. Poor Ozcrash. No, but he eventually went on into like moral dilemmas and stuff. He's like 10% of humans are good, but finding those people are extremely hard. Just
I like the specific percentage. Like, like
There
after
are
our
only-
studies, 10% of people are good.
exactly 10% of people are good.
There are
Like,
1 million.
That is the fact.
Yeah, right. There are 1,792 good people in the world. That is it, total.
Yeah. He's going on about how the world is driven by madness and evil besides him, and like, he's like, evil will never mean anything. I will die fighting if I have to. And just generally going down in flames. So it got
Well,
taken down.
I want to play Sonic World now to see if it's like religiously charged. Sonic, I gotta save the 10% of good people in the world in Sonic World.
Sonic
full of evil and chaos.
heroes. What?
Yeah.
It's like, well, Sonic, how are you gonna know they're good? They'll listen to these 3 songs made by my creator.
I love the idea of Sonic saying, "My creator,
My creator.
my creator has come back from the Nether time.
He sent me the songs on stone tablets.
He told me to drink this Kool-Aid. Kids, drink this from. Kids, drink the Kool-Aid, kids."
This is Green Hill Zone juice. It'll make you go fast.
Are you a good person? Just attach mommy's credit card numbers to find out. Free personality test.
Attention, Sonic the Hedgehog fans. Sonic the Hedgehog needs your help. Send your credit card information. And
Before the evil Dr. Eggman.
Shadow's like, Sonic, let me help save the world. It's like, No, you didn't take 5 minutes out of your day to listen to these 3 videos.
Here's a poison. This antidote will only work on 10% of people. Pray to any god you have.
I really need this 10% of things. Like, I'm gonna get 10 people in the room and be like, 9 of us are bad, 1 of us is good. Who is which?
Do you think?
Might makes right, man.
Do you think Sonic goes to church?
Oh yes, of course.
Do you think he fucking has like a pastor? Like he chills with. Do you think there's a hedgehog pastor?
Yes.
There would probably be a whole episode dedicated to being baptized or
It's
something,
me,
since he hates
Jesus
water.
the Hedgehog.
Jesus the Hedgehog.
Sonic. Yeah, it was like.
So you know, congregation, we all like to go fast, but sometimes we have to slow down and take time for God.
Oh man.
You know, when you're trying to run
I
into
like
heaven,
Sonic.
if you're trying to run into heaven, you don't want God to look at you and say, "You're too slow."
Sonic, hurry! Sonic, what's wrong, Tails? Sonic, Eggman's here and he's gonna kill us all! Sorry, Tails, I don't work on the Sabbath.
Sonic Heroes.
Sonic. Alright, is that the end of the story, Jimmy?
That's basically it. Eventually, the game was taken down because of it. All the fandoms and all that stuff were split into other Sonic fan games, and it was generally sad. But yeah, try out Sonic Utopia. That's coming out soon. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
it's good. It's about 10% good.
It's about 10% good. Yeah.
What if there was a game? So you know the game Sonic Heroes?
Oh wait, I forgot. There's
Yeah.
one more thing.
Oh, sorry.
He claimed that the reason he had to remove all the things was because somebody came up and said that they were a lawyer and that he had to disassociate from everything else. And he said that he was kind of made to do this, even though it was complete bullshit.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
No,
just
so-
one person was like, I'm a lawyer, and you just quit. You don't even know if they really are. Like,
He didn't
Yeah.
even
Well,
go for
shit.
the classic. My son had my Twitter account and
He didn't
said
even-
those offensive things.
He didn't
Yeah.
even call the bluff. He was just like, "I'm a lawyer." Oh, okay. Sorry.
you
It's
sick.
me, Mr. Lawyer. Please
John-
The
don't.
world is 10% good, and there's so much evil. I'm a lawyer. Well, shit, I'm out of here. Bye.
It's me, John J. Lawyer. No, ready? But get this. So you're familiar with the GameCube game Sonic Heroes, yes?
Yeah.
What if they made a game where you play as Sonic, but you're a Greek chef, and it's called Sonic Heroes?
All right, guys.
Okay.
Quality.
It's an interesting idea.
Well, no, you don't understand. This is the first video game made by the Buried Podcast Company.
Sonic
actually get this in development.
Heroes.
So you're telling me the Sonic part is what's not copyrighted? It's the
Guys,
Heroes part.
we should
It's-
make an act. We should make a. We're gonna make a flash game of this. This is gonna be a flash game.
Yeah, it's like we just rip Overcooked the game or like Cooking Mama straight off. And just put Sonic's JPEG pasted in face, the white background still around his picture all over Cookie Mama's face.
Exactly.
All right.
I've never
Alright.
played Cooking Mana.
Declan, what's your topic?
Oh,
Red
it's a
Flag.
very fun game. Very stressful,
Well,
but very
guys.
fun.
All right. Declan, would you like to go?
You guys ever heard of the number Undecillion?
No.
I can't say that I have.
Well,
Undecillion.
it's 1 followed by 36 zeros.
Okay.
It's a big number, right?
If
So
you say so.
This is a story that's been going around the internet. I don't know if it's recent. I just found it very over a lot of places.
Okay.
A man in New York sued for $2 undecillion because a dog bit him on the bus, and then someone took a photo of him while he was receiving treatment for the bite without his permission, and he's suing the dog owner, NYC Transit, Aubon Pond for some reason, 2 local hospitals, and a Kmart for $2 undecillion.
Wait. Where does the Kmart come in?
I don't know.
It's just watch.
He was
I don't know why.
he had a laundry list of people he wanted to sue, and he was just like, "Fuck it, sue Kmart."
Kmart. Yeah, he went down the whole line, and then just for whatever reason, he really had it out for Kmart. Kmart was nearby the dog.
Yeah, right.
fighting
He was in the courtrooms telling people who he's wanted to sue, and there was a Kmart in the window, and he was like, "Fuck it," and also Kmart.
He just threw in Kmart. Kmart doesn't have enough money to. Well, no one has enough money because two undecillion dollars is more money that's ever than what's ever been made in the entire history of humanity. It's more money than anything possible. Like and it's like if you look up the number written out, it's so absurd. It looks like a cartoon. It looks like what Scrooge McDuck has in like a bank account.
In his vault that he dives into and swims in.
Yeah.
Now maybe this guy's just playing a numbers game. He's like the court is gonna say, oh, you can only get like 0.5% of that.
He's
like, okay.
He's gonna highball him so that when he says 2 million, they're not as shocked. They're like, all right, that's a real number.
Welcome to Lost Stars. There's a lot I see walking through that door. Everyone's always gonna highball, so you gotta undercut with a low price.
Yeah, no, he just shows it. Like they're like, all right, fine, take the 2 million. He just goes, you just got lawyered, bitch, and he fucking leaves.
I want $2 undecillion. We can give you 20. I'll take it. Like, he just wants some money. Like,
yeah, that reminds me. He kind of reminds me of the guy. Do you remember the guy who like sued himself?
No,
I don't.
So so typically, like, if you can't pay, like, if you're sued and you can't pay for it, like, the state pays for it, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay.
So he sued himself for $2 million, and then claimed he didn't have enough money to pay for it, so the state had to pay him. I don't think it actually worked, but he made a really good effort. I'll have to look into it.
I really hope it didn't work. I hope that the judge was like, didn't see through. You're suing yourself. I'm not hearing this case.
But like, did he actually get into character and like run back and forth from the witness stand to like the testimony table or whatever?
Your
or was
Honor,
he just like, yeah, I hate myself?
He's up on the witness thing, and he goes like, it's a character witness, and it's like, I'm very self-abusive, and then he runs down and goes, objection! That's a personal statement. Like,
wait, Liam, did he have two separate lawyers for each half?
He accidentally. I don't know. I heard about the case. He accidentally like loses because he accidentally prosecutes himself too hard. He gets himself off
too well, and then he countersues.
Yeah, right. Dude, that's big brain. Big brain.
That's
it's
big
like
brain
undercutting.
right there. That is undercutting. But yeah, this guy highballed for $2 undecillion. But the name of the man's here, but I don't want to say it because I feel like if he's willing to sue a hospital for taking a picture of him without his consent during treatment, I feel like if he hears our podcast, we're gonna be thrown in on this laundry list of sues.
Make up
$3 undecillion.
Make up a goofy name for him.
Now, what was the result of this? Did he get paid at all?
Declan, tell the story, but use a goofy name. Use a goofy name for him.
Mr.
Jason McBlammo.
That's goofy.
That's a funny name, McBlammo. He's suing for $2 undecillion, and the laundry list again one more time because it's great. Is the dog owner, which is just so unfortunate, like that your dog bit someone and now you're thrown in for $2 undecillion. NYC Transit, all about Pawn, which I don't get. All on Pain, the freaking bread store, and then 2 hospitals in Kmart. 2 local hospitals doesn't make sense. I feel like he was only treated at 1. And then Kmart. So yeah,
that's just a lot of money. Period.
That is other funny lawsuits that I read was a man sued a dry cleaning store for losing his trousers because they had a sign in their window that said "satisfaction guaranteed" for $67 million. And under the reasons, he put emotional distress.
Do you want to hear the goofiest lawsuit of all?
Oh, yes.
What's that?
Anybody trying to sue Nestle, because if you think that you can beat them, you're a fool.
Yeah. Thank you for circling around. Right there.
Thank you. I figured it was a nice bookend.
I felt like no one was talking about Nestle this podcast, and I was very upset, and we brought it back on the menu, and I'm glad.
There you go.
You know what you really don't want to sue?
What?
Who?
Han Solo's solo story.
Do you know who else you don't want to sue?
Who?
Adolf Schmittler.
Schmittler. We already talked about World War II.
Gosh, we are rounding the bases for very podcast. However,
let's see. What other
Hey,
lists?
Vespucci. Edit that out.
Hey, What's
Co-tangle.
me.
Co-tangle here.
Hey, it's me.
Now it's time for my my catchphrase that I say at everyone. I love Cheez-Its. I'm the Cheez-Its man.
It's time for me to.
I brought it back.
I'm leaving.
Yakub, get away from there.
I have 2 brains and I'm leaving the podcast.
There are too many
Welcome
people
to the
flying
biggest
around.
crossover since
All right.
Avengers Infinity War.
So who do we think? Who do we
I'm
think
more-
won?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
I'd probably.
All right, I'll give you a recap.
Yeah,
all right?
Secretary
It was,
Secretary
give us
Jimmy,
a
give us a
quick-
rundown.
yeah, George Rockwell Smith, Undecillion suing case, Wimmo Builders, and Ozcrash Sonic World drama.
I want to
So
vote
I think-
for Sonic World Drama because it spawned Sonic Church, which I thought was very good.
My vote goes to Jorg. I'm finding this channel very interesting, and I can tell I'm gonna be looking at it for like the next day or so.
Yeah, I would go with Wimmo Builders, to be honest. I really like that
Uh-oh.
concept.
Wait, shit!
Hey,
I was gonna go
Leon.
with Declan's.
Really?
We all
Do we-
voted.
we had a
guys, we all
standoff?
win. Guys, we all win.
Yay!
Yay, we all
I love
win.
Cheez-Its. I'm the
That's
Cheez-It man.
I'm gonna move over to Liam's topic, the YouTube
Yeah!
videos, Break
Wait!
the Tie.
This is my first win. Huzzah!
Is it your first win?
This is my first win.
Oh, that's
Gosh,
fun.
You have terrible topics.
It's a fucking ruse. You guys, no. You know why I've never won? Because you guys are all Nestle shills, and I'm the only one telling the truth.
Guys, he found us out. Get out! Get out!
Everybody,
Scatter!
Get out!
get back to being horrible people.
Runs and Butterfinger.
All right. This has been a hoot, you guys.
Boys, this has
Oh,
been
yeah.
a real fun time. If you find a fun internet community you want us to do in this podcast, please send it to buriedpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to read them over. Don't send us anything else, especially not Hitler fan fiction. What is it? The
Fan
Hitler
art.
Fursona
Hitler
thing that you put at the
Fursonas.
very-
Please
No, I
send
don't
that.
need-
Yeah.
No, none of that.
I
Yeah,
haven't
our
gotten
mail- our
any.
mailbox is full.
Please don't send us your Sonic fan games.
I'm
or
down
your
in the
Sonic
mailroom
churches.
all day. I need something to look at.
Da, 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 da.
Bum 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 ba da da.
All right. Yeah. So then. Give us a couple stars on iTunes. We could really deserve it.
That's
true. We deserve it. As always, I'm Declan Grogan.
I got behind Jimmy Brown.
And
Finish it. Come on.
Will is my name, Liam.
Okay. Guys. All right. Good stuff. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Good stuff.
Bye.
Bye.